Tade Cash is a world-class cash flow entrepreneur and investor, a super wealth coach, legendary closer, and an educator. He's the co-founder of more than 5 cash-rich businesses and believes that assets should be predictable, consistent, and perpetual income that funds our lifestyle. It shows individuals, companies, and nations how to unlock the hidden asset that would create perpetual, consistent, and predictable prosperity for them. He's the creator of the Short and Sell program and the Money Mastery program. He's the author of Shut Up and Collect the Money, the Money Mastery Revolution, Build Assets, Not Just a Business, as well as the Wealth Genotype. Ladies and gentlemen, join me as we welcome on stage Tade Cash.
Sunday evening. Once again, I'm your host, Tade Cash. It's always on Sunday. We gather together here to make things happen. And come on, guys, it's just the studio here. They're trying to get me distracted. All right, so it's a lovely moment. It's a Sunday, and I can let you know that today is going to be another beautiful day. You're going to be learning how to do amazing things, okay? And I want you to know that is going to be beautiful for you. So you need to pay attention to what you are going to learn today. I believe that you have been enjoying this time. I believe you have been having great time alongside with me. We have had 3 sections, I guess, 3 episodes. This is the 4th episode, and this episode also promises to be another amazing, beautiful time. So let's all watch out for today. It's going to be wonderful. So what are we going to learn today? We are going to learn an amazing thing, but before then, I will be right back on the show. Cash Flow Service show. This Sunday Cash Flow Service, and it promises to be another amazing time. What are we going to talk about today? What is the focus of this Sunday? Today's focus, I believe, is going to be something that will help you a lot in terms of getting yourself right and in terms of making sure that beautiful things happen to you in the year 2022. Now, let me tell you, all of us, we are in the world of sales. I don't care if you work in a bank, if you work as an admin officer, if you work as a customer service executive, or whatever role that you play, you are selling something. That's number one. Number two is that you have a dream. You want to accomplish your dream in the year 2022. So if you're going to accomplish your dream in the year 2022, there are some certain things that you need to fully understand. And so those things are what I'm about to share with you today. So what are the things? So what are the things that will help you to get things going for yourself? What are the to get people to give a support? So today we're looking at what we call how to prospect for more income. You see, in the life that we're living, you need to understand one fundamental thing is the fact that if you have a dream, if you have what you want to achieve, You need people to any time. People would like to accomplish their dream, people like those, but they don't like to do one thing. By the way, different studies have shown that one of the things that people don't like in sales is to prospect. What does that mean? People don't like to prospect. What is prospecting? So you're going to learn what prospecting is today. You're going to learn how to prospect for more income. You're going to learn how to prospect for more opportunities. You're going to learn how to create a bigger prospecting list and a pipeline that can help you to get what you want with your life. So you're going to start today. So what is prospecting? Prospecting will help you. What is prospecting? So let me give you my definition of prospecting. Prospecting is finding who can buy from you. Who can buy from you? That means prospecting is finding who can buy your dream. Prospecting is finding who can buy your idea. Prospecting is finding who can buy from you. Now, if you have something that you are selling, the first thing that you need is that you need prospect. Now, by the way, we call the word prospect because the word is just the word that we have developed over the years. So, what is the word prospect? There are people, fundamentally, prospects are people that can buy from you. Prospecting is finding the people that you can serve with what you have. Prospecting is finding the people that you can serve with what you have. So let's bring that home now. So I want to show you a very practical way this week how this is one thing that if you start doing it right, is going to literally change your life. And this is what most people don't do. They are, and that's one of the things people are afraid in sales. And when I mean sales, I mean life. Ability to chase your dream, ability to do what is important, ability to get result that you seek. The reason why most people don't do that is because when it comes to prospecting, they suck. Now, let's start quickly today. So, what is prospecting? I've told you, prospecting is finding the people that can buy from you. Prospecting is finding the people you can serve with your goods. Prospecting is finding the people you can help with what you have. Prospecting is ability to plan how you can get people and get them to be able to buy what you are selling. Now, if you don't get all of these things together, you will realize that you will not be able to do it. So let's start from the beginning again. So what is the beginning? The beginning is you want to make 1 million in a month. So let's say you work as a work partner of Wealth Island Properties, for instance, and you want to make 1 million in a month. And you say, Tade, no, I will not be able to sell because I don't know anybody. Now, this is what happened. Most people tell me that the reason why they can't sell is because they don't know anybody. But you see, selling is not because you know people. Selling is because you want to know people. So there are two different things about selling. Selling is not because you know people. Selling is because you want to know people. That's number one. Number two is that most of the people that will give you money right now, they are still stranger to you. Who is a stranger? You and I, when we were growing up, they told us that we should not talk to strangers. Josh, you're told growing up you should not talk to a stranger, isn't it? So we should not talk to a stranger. But this is what happened. Your money is in the hand of a stranger. So who is a stranger? Are we good? Who is a stranger? A stranger is a prospect. A stranger is a buyer. A stranger is a customer. A stranger is somebody that will pay you but that you do not know yet. So if a stranger is a buyer, if a stranger is a customer, if a stranger is somebody that will pay you but you don't know yet, it means that your fortune is in the hand of a stranger. So if you are being told that you should not relate with a stranger, if you are being told you should not have any conversation with people you don't know, the question I want to ask you today is that how many people do you know right now? You don't know so many people. So this is it. If you want to sell anything, if you want to grow your career, if you want to grow, if you say, I want to get a new job in the year 2022, I want to be able to do things in the year 2022. Remember, you have that dream. So you need to now develop what I call your dream 100. What's your dream 100? You need to develop your target 100. What does that mean? You need to form a list. So we call it prospecting list. That's where it begins. Everything begins with your prospecting list. You see, if you don't prospect, you don't have a prospect. It means that you need to now say, this is my dream, and I'll begin to build my list. What does that mean? It means to begin to build your contact. You need to begin to look at the people that have a proper, they have a tendency to buy what you're selling. They have a tendency to support your dream. So this is it. If you have a store, if you have a store and somebody comes to your store, and you own a supermarket or you own a grocery store, and somebody get to your store and there is no, what is the inventory if you have a restaurant? The inventory if you have a restaurant is that you must have food. So the other day, me and my guy, we went to a restaurant on a Saturday when we we're coming from a meeting, and they have a lot of inventory. What's it? They have rice. My friend had rice with what did he eat again? No, my friend had some swallow food with vegetable and meats, three inventories, and water. And then I took rice and vegetable and meat, another three inventories, all right, and water too. Now, what happened is, imagine for a nanosecond that we get into a restaurant and there is no food, all right, and the restaurant is open. So somebody then, when someone saw me that I was eating the vegetable or bought the vegetable, the woman was also interested and she wanted to buy. And she asked, like, can I have the vegetable? And someone said, no, the vegetable is finished. That means they don't have vegetable in their inventory anymore. Now, just follow my thought today because it's going to help you. So, if you have a dream, if you have a product, I don't care what the product is, you sell whatever product, just name it. You sell phones, you sell cosmetics, you sell whatever it is that you want to sell. The first thing that you need to do, having gotten the product, is that you need to start looking for prospect list. So a list of prospect, the people that has tendency to buy what you're selling. And so at the beginning, this is where it all begins from. And you see, most people do not have this idea. Most people just have a product and they are waiting for somebody to come and buy it from them. So you need to develop your prospecting list. Hey guys, you need to develop your prospecting list, the list of people that can buy what you're selling. So this is what I do. I want to sell a product. I have a product. The next thing I'm looking at is who are the people that can buy what I'm selling. You see, you need to find buyers. You need to find people that have the probability of high probability of buying or selling or buying what you're selling. So you need to begin to build your list. You need to start from the familiar to the unknown. So what does that mean? You need to start looking at your list. You need to start building the list. We call it PPL, your prospecting list. You need to start building your prospecting list, the name of people. So this is what happened. You need 1 million naira. Let me give you a practical example. You need 1 million naira to start your business, and or you need 20 million naira to start your business. And then the first thing you need to do is to build a prospecting list for that money. You need to ask yourself, who are the people that can give me 1 million naira? All right. Who are the people, the list of people that can give me 1 million naira for my business? Remember, you need 500, you need 30 million. Who are the people that can give me that can invest 500,000 in my business? What do they want? Where are they? How can I contact them? Who got the money? So you need to make your list. So this is what happened. If you don't form the list of prospects, you are not going to be enlisted in prosperity. I'll say this again. If you don't have a list of prospects, you are not going to be enlisted into prosperity. In other words, it begins with a list. So no matter what you want to do, you are a young person watching today, you want to go to university, you want to go to school, and your parent can't fund you. You're looking at yourself, I would like to get an admission into university. You need to have a prospect, a list. What does that mean? It means that you need to have a list of people. I call it dream. I learned that it's called dream 100, target 100. That means a list of 100 people that can help you to pay your school fees. What can you give in exchange for them? Who got the money? You see, who got what I'm looking for? That is the definition of a prospect. The person that got what you were looking for. Now, the moment you can form the list, you are on your way to be enlisted into prosperity. So if you don't have a prospect list, you can be enlisted into prosperity. Someone needs to tweet that. Someone needs to hashtag that. If you don't have a prospect list, you will not be enlisted into prosperity. The reason why most people suffer in business is because the first thing that brings the money, they don't have it. So let me go back to the example I was giving you earlier on about a restaurant. Okay, you go to a spare part shop, a repair shop where they repair cars or something. And when you get to that place, you wanted to fix a part of your car, and they don't have inventories. They don't have things that they can use to fix your car. The same way, if you want to make money, the inventory of sales, the inventory of your dream, the inventory of making sure that your dream becomes a reality is what we call a prospect list. That means the people that can help you. It is not about how, it's about who. Hello. So the prospect list is about who. Now, so people say to themselves, oh, how am I going to make 10 million in 1 month? Someone says, how am I going to make so somebody say, how am I going to make 5 sales this month? Someone says, how am I going to make 10 sales this month? That's a wrong question. You need to ask yourself. That is not a prospecting question. The first thing and the most important question you need to ask is that, who can help me to get 10 sales this month? It's a question of who, not how. All right. Because number one, in your how game, you're already limited, because how is about the knowledge, how is about the technical know-how. You don't have that skill already. So if you have it, you will have done it. So it's not a question of how to do it, it's a question of who can do it. So the point is, how am I going to get the money? You don't know. Who got the money is the question you should ask. Who got the money? Who got the money? So I'm looking at, I have a product of 10 million naira to sell. Who got the money? Where can I find them? Who got the money? Who knows the person that got the money? Hello, listen. Who knows the person that has the money? Who is a question of prospecting. Because you see, your number one inventory when it comes to achieving your goals, when it comes to getting what you want, is about your inventory is people. Your inventory is people. Your inventory is not the property. Your inventory is not the accessories that you sell. Your real inventory is people. Who got the people? Who got the money? Who got the money? Who knows the person? So if you don't know how to do that, if you don't know how to get these people, if you don't know who got them, if you may not have them, but who got them? So for instance, you want to sell your product to you want to sell a lot of people in January, and then you're trying to say, how can I sell 10 products? No. You see, the customer you are looking for, the money you are looking for is already in the hands of somebody. What you are looking for is already in the hands of somebody. The easiest way to get what you are looking for is to collaborate with someone that already have access to what you are looking for. So you want to sell a product of 10 million, 100 million, who got the money? Who got the money? So the first thing is you need to build your list. So you need to build a list of who got the money. The dream, I call it the dream 50, the dream 20, the dream 100. Who got the money? So begin to build your list from tonight. Check your phone. And you say, a very quick one for you. If you check your phone tonight and you see that they want to sell a product of 1 million naira, can you get 10 people to sell that product of 1 million naira to on your phone in the next 30 days? If nobody can buy something on your phone, if nobody can get something going on your phone, guess what happened? I don't care your age. You need to begin to change your contact, because there is a thin line between contact and contract. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there is a thin line between contact, and contract. You see, the thin line is the connection. So if you all the content that filling your phone, that you can't collect a new number on your phone. So there are some of you right now, if somebody calls you, you can't even collect a new number on your phone. Why? Because your contact list is filled up. And guess what happened? The contact is filled up, but the list cannot enlist you into a contract. It means that you are just filling your contact page with people that can help you. And let me tell you, life is not neutral. If they can help you, they're hurting you. All right. If they can help you, they're hurting you. So you need to change it. The first thing is your list. So you need to build your list, a list of people. Set no limit when you are building your list. The first thing is not to separate the wheat and the wheat. So you need to gather everything. You're going to get to a point of separation later. So build your list. So what I tell people is shoot for at least 100 names. It's called Dream 100. Shoot at it for 100 names. Let me tell you, there is nothing. Let me tell you the magic, what I call the magic of prospecting. There is nothing you cannot achieve if I can contact 1,000 people about it. Hello. Just put this to test. There is nothing that you cannot achieve if you can contact 1,000 people on it. So it begins from Dream 100 and Magic 1,000. So you can do the Dream 100 and the Magic 1,000. So what does that mean? It means that if I can try it today, there is nothing you can achieve if you can get to talk to 1,000 people about it, either via social media, via online, ask people to buy. So build your list. Build your list. You're looking for investors. Begin to create a list. Who got the money? Begin to form the list. Don't stop forming the list yet. Begin to create the list. Where are they congregating? Where are they hiding? Either on internet, where are they? So you see, if you want to make money, you can't be a babysitter. Hello. What does that mean? If you want to make money, you see, now most people are not babysitter, they're adult sitter. What does that mean is that they want to do something great with their life, but they sit on their bars and they're just waiting for something to fall on their laps. All right. You don't wait for success. You initiate a process to success. So the same thing happens with prospecting. You don't wait for success. You initiate. This is it. Most of the properties in couple of millions of dollars that I've sold, in billions of naira that I've sold, project that I've sold, offers. I made offers to people, and I keep making offers to people. You see, and this is one of the things that has created a lot of opportunity for me because I realized that the magic of life is inability to initiate. So don't wait. Don't be an adult sitter. Be an adult initiator. So initiate things. So you need to form your list. Because if you don't have a prospect list, remember, you will never be enlisted in prosperity. Someone needs to write that very bold on your words and say to yourself, it all begins with prospecting. Shoot at a list of 100 names. Dream 100. Who got the money? Who got the contact? You see, some of you, there are, for instance, now, let me tell you, the way I'm teaching you prospecting today is just everything in life is sales. Getting what you want is a commission. All right. Everything in life is sales. Getting what you want is a commission. So that means everything you in life is sales. So I don't care what you want right now. There is a way to get to the person. There are some people that have invited me to speak before. They don't know me, but they know somebody that can contact me. So what do they do? It's also prospecting. So who got his contact? Who knows him? Who knows him? Who can help us to talk to him? And so as a result of that, they're able to get to me and I show up in the event, and this is the first time they're setting their eyes on me. What happened? It's called prospecting. If you want to prosper, prospecting have to be part of your daily routine. Hello. If you want to succeed, prospecting have to be part of your daily routine. That means you need to keep asking every single day, who got the money? Who got the contact? Who got the contact? Who got the contact? Who got the contact? Some of you want to do it yourself. See, let me tell you, there are some of your products that you can sell without you selling it. I mean, there are other people that can easily give you a lot of influence. But today, I need you to develop the first thing is to develop the prospecting mentality. All right? So, what does prospecting mentality mean? It means that prospecting is a daily routine. Okay? Prospecting is a daily routine. Who got the money? So a young guy many years ago saw me on a page and I was talking somewhere. And guess what? Maybe this guy would not have been able to have a contact with me forever. But guess what happened? He saw me on that meeting and he was able to contact me. So this guy needed a change in his life and he was able to do that. Now, this is it. Who got the contact? Who got what you're looking for? Who has access to the kind of customer you want to sell to? All right. For instance, you want to sell products to a set of people. Who can you collaborate with? It's prospecting. You see, there are many things that are easier way to get your dream going. But this is what happened. You are used to the hard way. Until the hard way is limiting you from doing what you are supposed to do. Let me tell you this. That's how it begins. It's a who question, not a how question. Who got the money? Who knows him before I know him? Who has the customer before the customer knows that he needs me? Who hasn't? So you're prospecting for these people. Sometimes it's an indirect way of getting people, but you are prospecting. What are you doing online? Online has given you an opportunity to be able to contact a lot of people these days. For instance, most importantly, like Instagram. For Instagram, you can get to meet a lot of people. You can get to see who people are related to. You see, for everyone that you meet today, there are minimum of 200 to 300 contacts to. So what does that mean? It means that you are very close to your possibilities. It's just like you don't recognize it. You are very close to your fortune. It just means that you don't recognize it. So this is what you need to do. Another philosophy that you need to get straight is that everybody is a prospect. Okay? Everybody is a prospect. They move from suspect to a prospect. Everybody is a prospect. That means if you want a gold, what do you do if you want gold? You will need to go and prospect for it. So you develop your prospectus and begin to look for it. The same way, your acres of diamond in life is people. All right. Your acres of diamond in life is people. You must know how to prospect for them. You must know how to locate them. You must know how to find them. You see, you are just a contact away from your contract. You are just a contact away from your contract that will produce your massive cash flow. But this is what happened. It begins with your contact. And that is why today you need to change your reality. You need to change this understanding of yours. So build your list. You're just a prospect away from your explosion. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are a prospect away from your explosion. So create a new reality. Begin to look at yourself and begin to ask yourself a new question. Remember, your prospect list is your inventory. That's your number one inventory. So let me give you another example that I believe will surely help you as you go on this journey. You want to sell a product. The first thing is the reason why most businesses don't succeed is simple. So let me give you this, what I call this cash flow framework. So if you want to have customer, the first thing you need to have is to have lead. That means the people that have tendency to buy your product. So after you have the lead, the next thing you do is to convert the lead. And then the percentage of the lead that you converted, the time becomes a customer. So customer don't just come, customer begins from a prospect. Now remember, an investor is a customer. Remember, if you want a wife, you have to prospect for a wife. If you want an husband, you have to prospect for one. So most of the time, people just are waiting because they don't know how to initiate a process that can help them to create what they want in their life. So practically, it begins with your list. So I call it a fortune list. So your prospecting list is your fortune list. That means it's a list that will make your life fortunate. That means if you want to be fortunate in life, you need to have a list. So the first thing is develop your 100 list. I call it the dream 100 list. So a lender principle and it's working. So 100 people who got the money, who knows the man, who knows who I'm looking for. So let me tell you, once upon a time I read a story, and I think the story I read a story, and I think it's going to help you to get what you want. So this man wanted to sell. He developed a software, and they wanted to sell this software to affect that will solve a lot of problems. And they wanted to have a 1 million downloads. Are you listening to me? They wanted to have a 1 million downloads, and then they believe that if 1 million people can download this software, guess what? If 1 million people can download this software, their life is going to change. So what happened? Look at it. Let me show you this example. So they have a software. Let's say this is a software. All right. So they have a software. So by having a software, the software is not going to use itself. Somebody needs to use it. So what happened? You need a prospect. Someone who is a prospect, someone that can buy what you're selling, someone that can buy from you. So they need people to use the software. And then they have developed the software. And then one of these man that happened to be an investor and in the business, already a multi-million, several million dollars richer, asked them a question. And this question is what I want to ask you. He said, who has the 1 million people already that we can partner with? Hello. Do you understand that? He said, who are the 1 million people? And then they begin to think. And then they suddenly realize that there is a company that sells phone. This guy sells phone, almost 3 million phones every year, to people. And guess what they did? They went and they approached this company and they let this company know the essence of this software and what this software is going to do. It's a celebrity software. And the founder of the company was to partner with them and they decided to do that. Guess what? The next set of phone that were going out from the company in another 3 months after that deal was signed, they put the software on it. Guess what happened? In the first 3 months of doing that, 8 million phones went out with the software. Hello. In a nanosecond, think about it. If these guys have wanted to go on their own route to be able to get 1 million people to download the software, Josh, it's going to take a lot of money. They're going to, be making noise. But this is what somebody already has what you're looking for. By the way, you see that business of yours, somebody already has the customer for it. That idea of yours, somebody has the money to fund it. That thing that you caught today that you thought is difficult, it's just the way you are going about it. So your life is going to be accelerating in a successful quantum leap if you can ask a who question, not just a how question. And the biggest question of the prospecting world is not the question of how do I sell it. The who to buy it, who already has the customer. And we call it collaborations, joint ventures. We call it host relationships, and these are the fundamentals that can help you. So this is it. If you want super income, you have to follow super prospecting because super income follows super prospecting. Ability to know how to collaborate with people that can give you what you're looking for. So you ask the question, who got the money? The next thing is, what do the person that got the money want? Because you see, exchange, not hope, create wealth. Right? Exchange, not hope, create wealth. So if you want to make people give you something. So this is what I say to people. When people ask me, I say to people that the reason why a lot of people are broke, a lot of people are not selling, a lot of people are stuck in selling is because they don't understand how the marketplace works. And the marketplace does not have moral conscience. The marketplace does not have emotion. Need to understand how opportunities and money moves. It's the world of Caesar. So in the world of Caesar, people don't give you things because they like you. People give you things for their own reason. So people give you things because they believe. You see, in the world of Caesar, we don't have what we call mutual exchange. We don't have mutual exchange in the world of Caesar. In the world of Caesar, we have what we call unequal exchange. I will tell you what that means. Unequal exchange means that if I have this pen, this is my pen. Now, my guy in the studio with me here wants this pen for me. There are 3 ways he can get this pen for me. In the whole of the universe, there are only 3 ways this pen can be collected for me. All right? Number 1 way. And this, you see, if you understand these 3 concepts, it's going to change your income. It's going to change the way you assess opportunity in the year 2022 and for the rest of your life. Number 1 way it can collect this pen for me is to deceive me. All right? It's called deception. Right? You can say, sorry, I quickly need a pen. If you have gone to bank in Nigeria, guess what happened? You get to bank in Nigeria, and you go with a pen, and you're trying to write something, and somebody borrowed the pen from you. If you're not careful, the guy will have, they call it here, JAPA. The guy will have japa with your pen. You know what I mean? The guy, and sometimes the guy do it, unknowingly. Just a way to do it. So, but this is what happened. Number 1, somebody can collect my pen from me by deception. All right. Number 1 is by deception. I mean, he lied to me. There was no agreement. He lied to me. He collected my pen. He said he's going to return the pen. He never returned the pen. Number 2 way, the guy can is by coercion. Forehead and say, if I don't give him the gun, he will blow up my head or he blow up my score. So because I don't want to die and I still have a lot of things to do on the planet Earth, I give the pen to the guy, but not willingly. I do it grudgingly. And the guy goes and, just abscond with my pen. But there is the 3rd way, which is the best way and the wise way, and the way that give you a peace of mind, is to exchange this pen by persuasion. All right. What does persuasion mean? Persuasion means that I will give you this pen for my own reason. What does that mean? It means that there is something than pen. So when I found, and then you give that thing to me, take for the pen. I'm going to give you this pen and I'm still going to hug you. Now it means that that thing you are giving to me is more important to me than the pen in my hand. So what you need to do is that the money that you are looking for is not in the sky. The opportunities you are looking for is not in the sky. Guess what happened? It's already in somebody's hand. You just need to do is to know how to exchange it with them. And you can only use one of these three tactics, either by coercion, which cannot last, either by deception, which will fade away, or either by persuasion, which will be a kind of an unequal exchange, but the person has you have yam, or like my friend that just took I think a bottle of drink right away. So my friend has money in his hand, but my friend cannot hit money. So what happened to my friend? Look at how persuasion work right now. So my friend cannot eat money. So my friend took the money and it went to a place where he believes that that drink is more important to him right now than just putting that money in his pocket. All right. So my friend gave them that money in exchange for that bottle of drink. Now, if you want to understand how money moves in this planet, you need to understand the value, the law of exchange. So money is for value exchange. So that means money was created for exchange. Now, the more you can have something that people want to exchange the money for, the richer you're going to be. So this is it. A lot of people don't do that. And so that is why they are limited and that's why they're shut down. That's why they're wondering. The same thing with prospecting. Remember, you're prospecting for an idea. The idea is already in somebody's hand. Who got the money? So if somebody got the money, you can either go and beg for it or you can even do and also negotiate for it. So this guy got the money. I have a property. This guy has the money. Who got the money? The guy has the money. How can I exchange my money how can I exchange my property with his money? So this guy can practically exchange things. So I have to look at what is important to him. Let me tell you, if you want money from somebody, the only person you are permitted to please in this world is a somebody that has what you need. Hello. So that's the person you need to please. The person that has what you need. So you need to find a way to please him. You need to find a legitimate way to please him or her to be able to get what you're looking for. So people will definitely exchange things with you if you offer them higher value than worth the money in their hands. People will not hit money. People must definitely use the money to buy something. So somebody want to build a house, somebody want to grow wealth, so they can use what they have in their hands right now to get it. So the first thing is you need to understand that. So in the world of prospecting, what make a prospect? So what make a prospect? Three things make a prospect. For no, it's not gender specific, but it's just a way to illustrate what it is. So three things make a prospect. So for you to say somebody is a prospect and you're prospecting for what you want, you need to follow these three dimensions. It's called man, man. It's called man. Hello, hello. It's called man. It's called man. I hope you get what I'm saying. So you got man. What is man? Man. M stand for money. So it's about who got my money. Who got my money? Hello. So if you are prospecting, you need to understand the man philosophy. Who got my money? Man template. There's a template. There's a perimeter for so to say I'm prospecting. Who got my money? So when the person has the money, you say, does the person has the authority? Does the person has the authority to make a decision to exchange the money with me? Or does the person has the authority to make a decision to exchange the idea with me? Does the person has the authority to exchange that thing with me? So the first thing is the money. The second thing is the authority. The third thing is this. You will like this one. Before I tell you, think about what I just said, the authority. So there are some people that has the money. For instance, they are in custody of money. They're in custody of an opportunity, but they can't give you the opportunity except somebody else giving them authority for it. So that means the guy is not a complete prospect. A prospect must have three things. That's what make a prospect. There may be a link to a prospect, there may not necessarily be the prospect. So a prospect must have money. So the money could mean anything. It could be the opportunity. The person could have the opportunity. The person could have it could have what you are looking for. The next thing, the person has the authority to let you have what that thing is. The third thing is the need. What does a person need? Now, so what you need to do is that you need to understand this. You see, I'm teaching you how to prospect for opportunity, to prospect for income. You cannot motivate people. Listen to me, listen to this, and this will help you. And this is one thing that you need to listen to again and again. You cannot motivate people. I know people have said, "Oh, you can." There's a difference between conviction and persuasion. All right. What society try to do, and that's why many people get stuck. Um, close or lose, and what many people get stuck. And in my book, Close or Lose, I wrote it boldly there. You know why a lot of people get stuck is because of that. They're trying to persuade, they're trying to convince people. But you know, you're not in this world to convince people. You can't sell things. By the way, I don't go out there to sell by convincing you. I do want to convince you. For instance, I don't convince people to come for my super wealth coaching. I don't convince people to attend my closers boot camp. I don't convince people to attend my real estate cash flow machine. I don't convince people to come and sell, be work partners with organization. I don't convince people to do that because I cannot convince you. You see, conviction simply means I'm trying to make you do things for my own reason, which is wrong. You're going to waste a lot of your energy, but I try to persuade you to do things. So what did I do when I tell you I'm persuaded? The persuasion means I need to know your need. Persuasion means that I need to know your motivation. You see, I think about, I don't know specifically the year, but many years ago, I learned something that changed my journey of sales. And that year, singularly, I was able to close on a deal more than 3 billion naira. It's been a long time now, and I've done more than that after afterwards. What do I learn? I learned a very simple thing. I'm about to tell you something. And if you can pick this thing before I focus on the third thing that comprises the man, you are going to realize that your life is going to change. Okay, it's going to realize that your life is going to practically change. And so that's, for me, it's key. And so what is that? I learned what is called motivation. What's motivation? Motivation means that you cannot motivate anybody. Now you need to write this very bold in your notes. You cannot motivate people. Wow, I think that look new to you. You know, because people often say that, oh, yeah, I can talk him into it. You can talk him into it. If you talk him into it, you will talk him out of it too. You can't motivate people to buy things, but there's something you can do. And the moment I learned this thing, my fortune changed, my life changed, everything about me changes. And so it's gonna happen for you too. So you need to learn what I'm about to tell you. And that's why you need to pay attention. If you're eating, you need to pause and you need to pay attention to what I'm about to say. Because this thing I'm about to say is the reason people try to marry people. Some lady get himself into disastrous relationship. Some men get himself into tsunami kind of relationship. Is because they never understand that you can't change people. You can change the way you relate to them, but you can't change people. You see, people change because they want to change. People change because they feel like changing. I see. You might have done things that have happened in their life that make them feel like changing, but you don't change people. And as long as you're trying to live from the paradigm of saying that you change people, your life is going to be very difficult. So this is it. Motivation means that you cannot motivate people. Why? Because people are already motivated. And see, the first time I got this, it was a big deal because some of the things I've learned over the years before the time, it was contradictory to what I learned. That I cannot motivate people. People are already motivated. What does that mean? People are motivated. What motivate people? Their needs, their pain, the pleasure they seek, the needs they have, that is their motivation. So, what is my primary work? My first work is to find out what their motivations are. So, in sales, you listen to find out what people's motivation are. When people are talking to you and you know how to listen, guess what happened? You will know how to, they would speak to you, they would tell you their motivation with the words they use, the gesture they use, the description they create. People are going to tell you their motivation. So what do you do in sales? This is how you persuade people. Because people have told you what their motivation is, your work is to appeal to that motivation. So the moment you can appeal to people's motivation, you will persuade them to do things. Because you know why They are going to do that thing for their own reason, not your own reason. Because people's motivation is their need, their aspirations, their pain, the pleasure, the want, the progress they want in their life. So my work is to find out what people's motivations are and to appeal to it. Now, I speak their language, so I'm not going to come to you and motivate you to buy things. I'm going to look at what is your motivation, and I'm going to appeal to that motivation, and I'm going to show you how my product, my service is going to help you to get things done. For instance, if you are motivated to make more money, if you want to add more money, if you want to in 2022 you want to be able to close more deals like me. Like see deals this year already. Before the 10th of January, I've been able to close more than 60 deals. And that's hundreds of millions of naira in naira. So you can call it almost $1 million deal. I've already closed before the 10th of January. What do I learn? So if your motivation is to have more money, is your motivation in year 2022 is to do that. I can persuade you to tell you that by using what I wrote here, the practical steps that I wrote in this book, it's going to help you to do the same. He's going to learn the principles and he's going to help you. Okay. And if you think I haven't read the book or you would like to say, Tade, I would like you to be part of your private students for super wealth creation. I'm going to announce something only for 20 persons. It's going to be a wonder meeting somewhere in I Brown Hotel before the end of the month. I'm going to announce this is what happened. If you're motivated to sell more, if you're motivated, for instance, to close 100 deals in 100 days, you should pay attention. Don't go away because I have an offer for you. If you're motivated to do that, if you're motivated to want to do 100 deals, how do you find 100 clients, get 100 deal closed in the space of 100 days? All right. And how do you do that? How do you close deals, 100 of deals in the space of 100 days? How do you do that? Now, if that is your motivation, if in 2022 you say, I would like to make more money, I would like to not just more money, Tadi, I would like to make 20 million. I've had people to make 5 million a month. I have several students of mine that have made several of millions, students that have not even gone to NYSC that has made 3 millions every month. You know why? They came with a motivation. They wanted to make more money. So I showed them through my own failure proof systems on income search on how to do that. That is what happened. That is their motivation. My work is not to motivate people. I don't motivate people. My work is not to convince you. My work is to persuade you. And how do I do that? I found out your motivation. Some of you, it is that error in saying in my day. Where you are in the world, you can order for this book in Nigeria. You can get this book. Is going to change you. That means if your motivation is that you want to sell more, if you want to make more money, if you are specific about when you stand before a client, you see, I have a closing ratio about 7 to 10. That means for every 10 persons that I interview for sales, I close 6 to 7. So that's why they call me legendary closers. Okay, legendary closers. So I've written a book for you on my system. The number one skill that determines you 100%. 1 million copies of this book is going to go around the world in the next 24 months. Okay, guess what happened? 24, 48 months, and you can help to do that. I want to raise more closers because the more closers I have, the more winners that I have. The more people I can show how to close on what they want in life, the more people get closer to their deals and to their dreams. So if that's your motivation, this book is going to help you. So that's very fantastic. So this is it. The third thing you need to find in people is their need, because people's need is their motivation. So does he have authority to make the decision? And lastly, does he have a need? What need does he have? So when I'm trying to have people, I sit down with people. Is 80% listening and 20% talking. But this is what happened. Let the talking, 80% of the talking should come from the buyer, 80% of the listening should come from the seller. But people have flipped the strategy. The seller talks 80% and he suddenly becomes a buyer. And then the buyer listens 80% and he suddenly becomes a seller. So most time people ask me, Tadi, why am I not closing deal? You're not closing deal not because the heaven is closed over you. You're not closing sale because your strategy of sales, your strategy of closing sucks. And let me tell you, if you don't know how to close deal, you lose your dream, you lose your ideas, and you begin to lose your confidence. So I have one of my strategy, one of my jewels, one of my dream in this life is to be able to raise millions of people that can close on the dream. My life I was a teacher, I was the son of a bread seller, and they learn how to close deals. And then I close deals. I've closed deals in different parts of the world. I've closed deals on people in different continents, and guess what happened? The skills is available to anyone. Some of you may not be able to say right now, Tade, I'm not be able to attend your meeting because you see, closest boot camp that I host, it's about 300,000, but you may not be able to understand. So, and that's why in January, I'm going to do something for only about 20 people. Only about 20 people. I'm going to do the program I've not done before with one of my students that have used my strategy and have closed on a lot of deals. It's going to be hosting this meeting with me, and I can take more than 24 people in that class. It's going to be a live program, intensive Saturday for almost 6 hours in top hotel, what did I say now? In one of the top hotels. Are we on Instagram or something? Huh? Okay, in one of the top hotels in Lagos, and you're going to be spending time with me. But this is it. That's how you learn to prospect. Remember, your prospecting list is your fortune list. Let's say I can go on and on, but this is what happened. This is going to change your life. Who got my money? Who got my money? Who got my money? Prospects. Everything you need. It's just a prospect away. It's just a prospect away. You have prospect away from your breakthrough. You're just a prospect away from your breakthrough, and you need to learn. You see, you need to learn how to sell. Selling is a profession. Let me tell you something. The good news I found out is that based on studies, 90% of the world, 95% of the world hate to sell. But this is a good news. 95% of the world love to buy. It's only 5% of the world that love to sell. That gap is your fortune. That gap is your breakthrough. So you need to join the 5% by coming to read a book like this. It's going to bring you into that reality. All right? What's that? Good. So that is the reality today. Prospect. So let me summarize what I've just taught you today. If you want to make money, if you want to get your idea to become a reality, you need the first thing. You need to learn to gather people. Your inventory. You are not short on money. You are short on people. You're not short on contract. You're short on contact. I mean, you're short on the right contract. You are short on the right contract. So your inventory, your number one inventory, your acres of diamond, if you want to be successful, is people. So how do you find them? Where are they? Where are they congregated? Where do they gather? You see, one of the animals that I love the most is called vulture. In my book, this book, you will read the strategy of the vulture. All right. So this strategy is going to show you something. What does that mean? You see, vulture does not go where there is no food. All right. Vulture only gathers. So studies have shown that despite the fact that vulture look as if unattractive physically, but studies have shown medically that it's one of the most nutritious animal on the planet. Why? Because vulture never goes hungry. He always go where the food is. And so even Solomon the king and even the book of the wise also recognize it. What does it say? He said, wherever there is carcass, that's where the vulture will gather. In other words, you need to know where the people that can fund your dream congregate. You need to know where the people that can buy your product congregate. So most of you don't know how to find them. So you need that in your life. You need that in your life. If you can find where the people congregate, you will create what I call economy, traffic, and income surge in your life. So that's what I've shown you today. Who got the money? Where are they? Who got the money? Where are they? Where are they congregated? And what do they want? Ooh. You see, the moment you can do those three things, you are prospecting for opportunities. Who got the opportunity I'm looking for? Who got the contact? Where are they? Who got the list? You see, some of you are just a list away from being enlisted in prosperity. Somebody, you see, your business is not moving today, or your business is not selling, but there's a complementary business, somebody else that is selling another different product that the customer list of that person can still use your product. But you're not asking yourself the right question. But remember something. Questions are the host of answers on the earth. That means if you ask the right question, you will get the right answers. And if you have the right answers, you will get a great life. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's about the question that you are asking. Who got the people? Where are they? What do they want? How can I get it to them and collect the money? And so in one of my books, I wrote a book called Shut Up and Collect the Money. So the point is, you can change your life. You can change your life. You can change your life. And that is it. So if your motivation, if what you need is that you want to make more sales, if what you need is that you want to be able to get more people to give you money, you want to have financial freedom within the space of 3 to 6 years. For instance, I run a real estate firm that all that we do is not to sell properties, is to sell freedom. So 3 to 7 years, you can achieve financial freedom. If freedom is truly what you want, if freedom is your motivation, you may send a link below and my people are going to reach out to you. We can help you. I can help you to structure real estate in a way that will give you financial freedom in 3 to 7 years. We sell financial freedom machine. The number one in the world, I can tell you. The people that help people, individual. We have a list and bundles of people that we have helped. But you know what? I'm not here to convince you. I'm only here to persuade you. So today, from tomorrow, from tonight, before you go to bed, meditate on it, medicate on it, sleep on it. Ask yourself, what do I want? Who got it already? You see, what is your dream is already somebody else's reality. All right. What is your dream is already somebody else's essence. So what do you need to do? How can you connect with them so that you can make it your own reality? You see, it's as simple as that. Prospecting is a law, it's a universal law. It's a universal law that if you apply it, you're going to create your own universal prosperity. And this is what I've come to give it to you today. And before I give you the biggest offer for tonight, biggest offer for the night. By the way, a lot of people have been subscribing to my 6-month marketing coaching. It's called a Super Word Coaching. I'm going to start end of the month, and I'm going to be showing the number of people how to build their business. By the way, I was in a place yesterday. I was talking to very young entrepreneurs about training people yesterday, and they tapped into my mind. If you're on the show tonight, for instance, and I was with you yesterday, just say yes and just tell us what you learned. But however, I can do that with you on a private basis. You can come into my coaching place. By the way, let me tell you, coaching is not my primary business. Coaching is my missionary business. You know what that means? It means that I use it from what I've learned and what has worked for me. I use it to help you grow your business. Your business can grow. Your income can change. You can become financially free in the next 3 to 7 years. I guarantee that if you follow what I tell you. But it doesn't come cheap. But you know what? And I'm doing that with a couple of people. I'm so excited with the people that have bugging into the process. But this is it. I still have an offer for you. One offer left for today. And something that's going to happen this month. And it's going to happen for only 21 people. And just wait after this break. I'm going to make that announcement and tell me, guess what happened? You may not have the money, but find the money. Because you see, it's not the money that's your problem. It's the offer you're going to make to someone to get the money to be with me 6 hours for a whole day. 6 hours, and you're going to be picking my mind on how to close 100 deals in 100 days. 100 deals in 100 days. Principles that make that work. I'm going to show you how to generate the leads, how to convert, how to close on the leads, and how to get a customer with my wonderful student that I've also done amazing, close almost 500 deals within a year. I'm going to show you how you get that done. Is going to be spending a whole day with me. If you want to be part of those people that we have an amazing testimony in the year 2022, don't go away. I will be right back. This is Tade Cash, the legendary closer, the number one, the finest mind on the continent, the man that helps you to change your life so that you can change your life. I will be back. Peace, love, and cash flow. Bye.
Tade Cash is a world-class cash flow entrepreneur and investor, a super wealth coach, legendary closer, and an educator. is the co-founder of more than 5 cash-rich businesses and believes that assets should be predictable, consistent, and perpetual income that funds our lifestyle. It shows individuals, companies, and nations how to unlock the hidden asset that would create perpetual, consistent, and predictable prosperity for them. He is the creator of the Short and Sell program and the Money Mastery program. He is the author of Shut Up and Collect the Money, the Money Mastery Revolution, Build Assets, Not Just a Business, as well as the Wealth Genotype. Ladies and gentlemen, join me as we welcome on stage Tade Cash.
Come back again, and thank you very much for always hanging out with me. My producer says that he's going on almost 100 episode for this show every Sunday. But you know, from the month towards the end of the month of January, I'm going to be introducing new set of shows where I'm going to be coming up to you almost every week, beside the Sunday. So the Sunday cash flow sermon, or cash flow service, as it's called, is going to still remain. And so I'm going to be introducing complete sales program for you. Every Monday, I'm going to come to you in another 1 or 2 weeks. It's going to be Money Monday. So Mondays are going to be for money. So I'm going to show up to you every Monday. Every Wednesday, I'm going to be showing up to you with your personal economy. All right. So the personal economy will entails of everything personal economy, because you see, the number one keys that God has given to humanity to control his own personal economy is through sales. All right. So I'm going to be showing you personal economy, how to grow your income, how to build your assets, and all of those things. So Wednesday is going to be that. Mondays for your money. Get your money right. Straight, get your money right with Tade Cash. And on Fridays, I'm going to come to you on what I call the Real Estate Cash Flow webinar. I'm going to be showing you how to create real estate freedom, and I'm going to also be interviewing some students and some people that are doing amazing stuff with real estate, and how you can also be part of it. And also, if you are listening to me and you are interested in joining to sell real estate, and you want to be able to learn from me directly, you can decide to come and learn from me through the work partners, power partners of my team, where you can learn directly from me. You can see me in action, training people on some things that you can see online, and show them how to close deal. And that can make you to get closer to the system where I function. But it's not necessary. If you're already doing stuff, if you're somewhere, or you want to learn the business, you want to say, Tade, I want to learn how to sell. I know that I can make a lot of money in real estate, but I don't know how to go about it. You can do is to join our team. I can show you very soon. The announcement will be made, not today, and how you can join. You can come for trainings, and you're going to be trained almost literally for free. And I'm going to be showing you once every week with other students that have made millions and millions of naira every year, every month, learning from me. They're also going to be showing you. So that is going to be coming. So because this year 2022, I've dedicated to help you, to be able to help you to live your dream. Because see, if you don't, life is not an option. It's either you live your dream or you live your nightmare. You can't stand in between. All right. It's either you live your dream or you live your nightmare. So I want you to live your dream in the year 2022. So, and that's why I'm bringing all of these things to you. Remember, I told you, if your motivation is to make a lot of money in 2022, you need to read a book called Close or Lose. So before I go, is there any question before I make the offer and we call it today? Is there any question there for me today? All right. So this is an offer I'm making to you. By popular demand, I want to host a program called Under Sales, Under Client in 100 Days for 100K. All right. And I'm going to do that for only about 25 people. What am I going to do? I'm going to spend 6 hours with you with a 2-month of private coaching. It's my list program. It's called Under Sales, Under Client in 100 Days, Under Client in 100 Days, 100K. So this is it. If you want to be part of that program, we're going to host it in a private but high-rated hotel right in Lagos. Someone said, Tade, but I'm not in Lagos. How can I be part of it? If you're not in Lagos, you can still be part of it. If you're not going to be there live, You can be part of it for 50,000. You can be part of it for 50K. They're going to be streaming it live for you on the private code. So you're going to join us for 6 hours. I'm going to show you everything in 6 hours, how to close. You're going to put it to practice immediately. I'm going to be with me and my brother, the friend that I've coached, and they have done so amazingly well for himself. You're going to be spending 6 hours of our time with you in a four-star hotel, in Lagos, but you can join us from anywhere in Nigeria. It's going to be half of the price. Anywhere in the world, you can join us. I'm going to be promising to show you how to close on the client, how to get on the client in 100 days for 100K. So, what do we need to do to be part of this thing? All you need to do to be part of this thing is to send a message and say, I want. By commenting on this stuff today that I want, we're going to get directly back to you. We're going to tell you how it. There's not so much. All is it that who are those people that need to be part of this? If you want to generate clients systemically and predictably in anything that you sell in the year 2022, you need to be part of it. If you don't want to do that, you don't need. I'm not here to convince you. I'm only here to persuade you. I'm only want to show people that want client, that seriously want client, that their breakthrough depends on client. I want to show you how to do it using all manner of technologies and all manner of tools. I'm going to show you the miniature linguistic pattern, how to make things people do things for you that don't want to do it, but they needed to do it and they're happy to do it. I'm going to show you. And these are programs I don't show people everywhere, but I'm going to show you. But this is it. It's 100K on the client in 100 days, 100K. But this is the offer. The next 24 hours before 12 midnight today, if you're saying, Tade, I want to, but I don't have 100K. I'm not, you have 100K. You can always get 100K. But for the first people that will say tonight, I'm going to get this thing done, Tade, we're going to do it at 50% off for you. That means 50K. But before midnight tonight, we must hear from you. You must say, I want it. And then you must be willing to transfer the money and get things going. We're going to do it this month. All my students that I've registered for, my Super Wealth Creation Marketing Program system are also going to be privileged to be part of this program. However, I'm creating this for you because those ones are going to have a 6 months of coaching with me, but this one is going to be 100K on the client in 100 days, 100K. But if you can come tonight, if you can get midnight today, before 12 midnight, and said, I want it. I want to generate, Tade, how can I generate 100 clients in 100 days? We're giving you 50% off just for tonight. It's a limited edition. Remember, we're only doing this for 24 people, 100 clients in 100 days. 100 clients in 100 days. We're going to show you how to do that. We have done it again. We can do it with you again. So all you need to do is to say, I want it. For tonight, it's going to be 50K before midnight. And it's only 24 people that we want in the class so that we can take it with the 30 days coaching process. And guess what? If you subscribe for that program and you don't already have my Close or Lose, it's going to come with it. I'm going to give you 5 bundles of my books as well to be with your books on shut up and collect the money, how to make 1 million predictably every month, the process that I developed in my coaching class. I'm going to give you that book for free. I'm going to give you Stay Hungry, Go Starving. All of these books together, they're worth about 25,000. Guess what? And at the same time, if you take a process tonight, I'm going to give you 50% off. I don't care where you are in Nigeria, in Abuja, in Port Harcourt, in Ekiti, in Ondo, in Abeokuta, wherever you are. You don't necessarily need to come to Lagos, but we are only going to take 25 people present in our hall because we don't want so many people, but you can join us from anywhere. Half of the price. If you say, Tade, wherever I am, I want to be part of it today. You can also do half of that 50K tonight by being virtual. 25K, let it come tonight. What am I saying? You need sales to generate income. Let's show you how to generate the sales. 100 clients in 100 days challenge. 100 clients in 100 days challenge is 100K. But for tonight, we're giving you for 50K. I'm going to be there live myself, investing 6 hours of my life with you. Fully. 6 hours of my life with you with an amazing guy. We're going to be put together, teaching you, showing you how it works. We're going to practically show you how it works. I'm going to be showing you closing scripts that you can use. I'm going to be showing you how to prospect, what to say when you're prospecting. I'm going to show you how to make people want to give you money. I'm going to show you. You see, I'm one of the few persons alive that can make a man that look as if he doesn't have money in his hand to give you millions of naira standing before you, and he happy to do it. How do I do it? It's called miniature linguistic pattern. You know where I learned that? I studied for many years. What will make a man to join the military? Knowing full well that this thing I'm recruiting for, I can be killed. And he'll be happy to serve his fatherland. There is a process, there is a mental process that make it happen, and you can apply it in sales. I've done it for more than 10 years consistently without fail. That means it's not a fluke. I can show you how to do it. Just come for this 6 hours program, 6 hours intensive program, sitting down in a hall with me for 6 hours. Your life will never remain the same again. And by the way, you're going to be networking with other 25 people, like-minded people that can change your life. But much more than networking that day is about changing your net worth. And then I will be with you. Remember, this is it. If you say tonight, Tade, yes, I say I'm subscribing to this instead of the 100K. After tonight, more people are still going to come, but they will pay 100K. But if you see this tonight and say, Tade, I want this 100 clients in 100 days, 100K, and say that I'm subscribing tonight, you're going to do it for 50K. Tonight, you can do it for 50K. And if you're doing it virtually, you can do it for 25,000. Thank you very much. It's been my pleasure to hang out with you tonight. This is our fourth edition. The fifth edition is going to be next week. And after next week, I believe I'm going to be interviewing someone, and it's going to be amazing. By the way, I'm going to be interviewing someone next week. Guess I'm going to be interviewing someone next week. You may not know who the person is. It may not even so popular to you, but it's a person that's produced a resort. And I'm going to bring him on the show to literally help you to change your life. Thank you very much. Help me to do something. Help us to share this video. Help us to share it. Let more people see it. If you're not following me yet, if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, I'm supposed to give a book out to a lot of people that have subscribed, but their list is not yet completed. Go to YouTube right now and follow me at Tade Cash. Follow me on YouTube at Tade Cash. Or guess what? Follow me. If you're not following me yet on YouTube, follow me. If you have access to your Twitter, I think you can follow me on your Twitter because I give a lot of wisdom code every day on the journey. At Tade Cash, follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's going to help you. A lot of loaded videos of trainings that I've done in different places, inner circle trainings that I've done for organizations that have paid me multiple millions. I put it on my YouTube channels for you to be blessed with it. So this is it. Go to my YouTube channel right now and subscribe. If progress is your motivation. If it's not, don't do it. But if progress, making more money, creating more cash flow with a peace of mind is your motivation, go to my YouTube channel right now, and that will be good for you. Until I see you next week, this is your friend. Peace, love, and cash flow. Bye for now.